Welcome to Shoptalk. How does it feel to be at Shoptalk? What can you say about this event? Well, it's an absolute pleasure to be back at Shoptalk. It's been a couple of years since I attended, and they've done a fantastic job. It's a beautiful, beautiful event. I did find the entrance a little bit beguiling. I kind of felt a bit dizzy as I came into Wonderland, as they're calling it. It's great to see some really good players here from a vendor perspective. I've bumped into a few retail colleagues. I've bumped into some really old friends, which is great. We're obviously set up for 2 days of phenomenal networking, discovery, insights. Can you tell us a little bit more about the trends that you are seeing nowadays? Absolutely. So I'm actually fascinated with retail in general. I've been in retail for about 15 years from a vendor side. And I find it fascinating to see the ebb and flow of trends. And what I'm loving at the moment is I think retail has got a little bit savvy to what I call noisy technology, that kind of sexy technology that distracts everybody and doesn't really deliver a punch when it comes to the true operational side. That said, I'm still seeing a real focus on sales and marketing. So whenever you come to a trade show like Shoptalk or NRF or any of the big shows, it's all about sales and marketing, how they're positioning their retail brand, how they're able to showcase things on the website, in the store, all that kind of thing. It's all about sales and marketing. I come from an operational side, and I'm more fascinated by how do we get the product into the hands of the customer, because after all, that's what the customer is buying. And I regret not seeing a trend towards more focus on the supply chain side, on the logistics side, on the operational side. In regards of consumer purchasing, what are you feeling the trends between the online and the in-store purchase experience? So this is another fascinating evolution in the world of retail. Consumer behavior, I mean, if you can stay out ahead of it, you're doing a really good job. But the last few years, we've seen a natural growth of online. I think pre-COVID, we were looking at about 10% of retail sales were online. That's doubled. Probably during COVID and after COVID, that's doubled. It's set to double again. Online retailing is huge within the retail spectrum. And there are two things that I think it's worth mentioning. The first is the growth of marketplaces. It used to be that it was all about your online presence. It was all about your website. But today, marketplace selling has really, really come to the fore. We did a bit of research back in January, and 51% of the consumers that we interviewed said that they would buy from a marketplace rather than from the online presence. So it's an interesting growth area. But the second thing is, in today's world, consumers don't shop online or in store. They just shop. Yeah. And that's probably going to involve a little bit of both. Where they transact is what we are recording as an industry. And people are still buying an awful lot in store. It's fair to say. Yeah. And how is Linnworks helping the retailers selling in the marketplace? So Linnworks is all about connecting retailers to their market. So the reason Linnworks exists is because retailers are selling on multiple channels. We've talked about multi-channel, omni-channel for years now. Linnworks is all about helping a retailer connect to those multiple channels with a single view of inventory so that you can truly manage your inventory from start to finish. So it's absolutely imperative that retailers cut through the noise and figure out that kind of heartbeat of their organization. And that is fundamentally what Linnworks is doing. It's providing that backbone of their operation so that they connect to all the marketplaces, but also they can see forward to how they're going to get the product to their customers. So our technology, it's not your sexy upfront, advertising, conversions, all that kind of thing. It's the back end. It's the operational side. It's making sure you can satisfy your customers with expedient deliveries. Keep an eye on your bottom line so that you are making money, not losing money. And we can even help with a few sustainable options which ensure that you are staying on the right side of the environment.